You have not trained your wife. You have not cultivated. The word is cultivated. A good man brings the best out of a woman. A bad man brings the worst out of a woman. So whatever a woman becomes is a result of the behavior of the man. Whatever a woman becomes is as a result of the deposit, the cultivation, the training, the reading, the mentoring, the praying of the man and the woman. And one of the things that is needed is that if you want to build a great marriage to avoid divorce and all of that, you got to build a spiritual marriage. You got to build a spiritual home. You got to build a spiritual home. I salute the man of God. I wish all the pastors who are preaching of a marriage in their churches.
Yeah, because if there's peace in the home, automatically it affects the church.
If there's peace in the home, automatically there'll be. Brother Lewis, God bless you. And also, if you're going to build a strong marriage, you got to build the man first. We got to focus on the man. The man is the foundation. The man is the head. The man is the leader. The man is the priest. The man is the apostle. The man is the pastor of the family. So you got to fix the man. The man got to rise up. The man got to accept responsibility. You got to accept responsibility. You don't just watch things happen. You got to accept responsibility. A good man, a godly man, accept responsibility spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. You got to accept responsibility. You know, so the first key was what?
Prayer.
The man got to build a home of prayer. You got.
I think the reason why sometimes some women become monsters in their marriage is that, you know, because the man is not able to stand up and play his role, the woman is being compelled to stand up.
Yeah.
You know, and when a woman becomes a leader in the marriage, it's not going to work.
No, it's not.
It becomes a deformity because that's not how God designed it to be.
That's right.
God designed it to be the man and the wife and then the children.
That's right.
But when the man does not step up to responsibilities, you know, will not build a prayer altar, won't go to church and all that, the woman is being forced to step up. And when the woman steps up, you know, a woman in authority, she begins to control.
Yeah. She control. She control you. All right.
You
know, so there are things that a man got to deal with. If you want to avoid divorce, if we want to avoid divorce and separation in our marriage, a man himself got to develop as a prayer lifestyle. A man got to have an intensive prayer lifestyle. Let me say it again. Marriage is 99% warfare. Marriage is 99% background. Marriage is spiritual. Marriage is spiritual. If the marriage spiritually is weak, the enemy will have a field day. The enemy will destroy. The enemy will manipulate. The enemy can even turn the man into a beast. When there's no prayer in the home, the man or woman can become a beast. A man will become a beast, and then you'll be shocked that is that the man I married? Is that the woman I married?
Something has entered.
Something has entered the man. So one of the key we want to talk about today is that the man got to build a spiritual home. The man got to build a spiritual home. If we want to prevent divorce, the man got to build a spiritual home, and then the man must cultivate the wife and the children to become spiritual. There is no if and but about it. If there's no spirituality, I'm not talking about going to church on Wednesday and Sunday to pray. I'm talking about there is a spiritual timetable for the man. A godly man accepts responsibility. A godly man is spiritually mature, is spiritually capable. He accepts responsibility, and then he enforces responsibility. Okay, because when there's no spirituality, and there's going to be all kinds of mess. Satan is going to have a field day. He's going to manipulate the both couples, and they're going to be hitting their heads together. And there are things that a man got to do with to avoid divorce. The first key is that a man got to deal with the force of witchcraft. Witchcraft is one of the foremost cause of divorce. Witchcraft. Most divorces are caused by witchcraft. They are caused by witchcraft. But before a witch can attack a family and have chance to destroy, the witch can weigh the man, weigh the woman, weigh the man. He check the atmosphere in the home. No prayer. Watching movies, watching African movies, playing around.
Just going out back and forth.
Busy working more hours. No prayer in the home. The home is conducive for divorce. The atmosphere in the home is not prayerful. The man is not praying. I'm talking about a man that will spend time praying in the home, praying with the wife. No matter what you are doing, there's nothing more important than making time to pray. And the first key we are dealing with is that prayer to avoid divorce. Divorce happens. Separation happens. It happens spiritually before it happens physically. Anything that happens physically first happens spiritually. All right. So the divorce happens spiritually. If the enemy can break the marriage, spiritually, just a matter of time. It's going to happen physically. If the enemy can separate the marriage spiritually, you realize that there is no spirituality, there's no prayer, there's no fasting, there's no word. The atmosphere has become a den of demons.
It has become contaminated.
Demons are having a field day in the home. You know, things are being planted in the home. The home has become a coven for demons. Why? Because there is no prayer. You go to church, you pray, but you don't pray in the house. In the house, you pray, but it's not just you alone praying. There are times you got to pray alone. But as a man, as a responsible man, you make your wife. There's no if I don't feel like it. You make your wife pray with you. You make your wife pray with you. Because let me say this and say it well. If you don't allow your wife to grow spiritually with you, you have the worst nightmare on your hands.
Because women are very emotional, it's very easy for
demons like women.
It's very easy for the enemy to use women because women are emotional. They are being driven by their emotions all the time. So as a man, if you are growing spiritually and you don't drive your wife alongside, you are praying and she's sleeping. You are fasting, she's not fasting. You are going to church, she's not going to church. You are doing all these spiritual exercises and you don't get her involved. She becomes vulnerable. And when a woman becomes vulnerable, it's easy for the serpent to deceive and give her an apple. The same way the serpent was able to deceive Eve, it's easy for the enemy to deceive a woman when the woman is not spiritual. So as a husband, you want to combat all these things happening in your home, all the happenings in your home. You want to drive your wife alongside, take her alongside. Oh honey, I'm fasting, let's fast together. I'm praying, come on, let's pray. If you don't have the attitude or the kind of if you don't have the attitude of praying together, it's kind of difficult from the beginning because she's not used to it.
That's right.
But when you introduce it and gradually you kind of drag her alongside, it will get to a time she's used to it. So when she sees you are praying, it's very easy for her to join you to pray, because you don't want to be more spiritual and then she is dead spiritual. The enemy will invade the home and then just break the home.
When a woman is not spiritual, you can, whatever you have worked for all your life, you can lose it in 2 minutes.
Within a blink.
Within a blink. You'll be shocked that, is that my wife? The enemy will take over her. If the man is not spiritual, within a minute, he will destroy everything he's worked for, all his life. He will destroy himself, destroy his wife, and destroy his children. So when a man is not spiritual, that one is even worse. Because demons like women, but Satan himself goes after the man. Why? Because the man is the foundation, and the enemy wants the foundation. And the Bible says the foundation is what kind of righteous do. And one of the first key which we're speaking about is that a couple got to develop themselves. Not just develop yourself, develop your muscle, develop yourself spiritually to become a spiritually mature person. You got to develop yourself spiritually. And the first key was that we got to be able to confront the issue of witchcraft. Witchcraft causes a lot of divorce. Witches and wizards, they cause a lot of divorce. Every family, they are there. Now they are almost in every church. Every family, they are there. So the spirit of witchcraft, which is in almost is rampant everywhere. I mean, everywhere. They are the ones that they cause massive divorce. That is why, as a couple, as a married couple, as a spiritual couple, as a born-again couple, not every invitation is your responsibility. Not every need is your responsibility. Not every food you eat outside. Not every water you take. Not every funeral you attend. Why? Because when you deal with the enemy spiritually, they're going to come physically. We got to confront witchcraft with holy anger. Confront witchcraft even when you are not attacked. Confront witchcraft, because the witches are not lazy. One of the things about the enemy is that the enemy is not lazy. So one of the first things that causes divorce in marriages is that a witch can decide that I'm going to sit on this marriage. I'm sitting on it. And I'll make sure that this man will not prosper and this man will leave. Or this woman will give this man so much headache and the man will leave. Or I'm going to make sure that I'm going to plant lust in this man. I'll plant lust in him to the point where he will finish preaching or he will be singing in church and he'll be lusting and he'll sleep around.